Okay, Assalamualaikum and very good morning to Madam Lina Mushida and my fellow friends. My name is Siti Amira. Okay, today I would like to continue topic, our subtopic, which is fostering collaboration between family and student. Okay, my first point is back to school night. Back to school night, or we also known as open house. Okay, for many parents, back to school night is first opportunity to meet their children and see the classroom, and also the first opportunity to show parents all the great thing what have been doing and tell them about the plan for the future of their children. Okay, regarding Fred, he feel good about what happened in his room and he want the parents to feel good what happening too. So basically, he will outline objective, course syllabus and describe expectation for kids and parents. Okay, next we move to comment suggest, which is back to school night usually involve a brief presentation of group of parents who move from room to room following their children's schedule. Okay, for example, in Christina's school, teacher remain their assigned room for 90 minutes while parent visit teacher in any order they wish to have brief or individual conference because the time limit which each parent is so limited. Okay, for the final comment is back to school night, it's important not to take a low attendance personally because they might feel just as nervous about talking really fast and finish early, so that leave plenty of time for others to speak, to ask question. Okay, we continue to practical tip for back to school night. First point is to increase attendance of the parents. Teacher must sending email invitation to the parents of the student indicating that teacher are looking forward to meeting them. If teacher maintain a class website, include a prominent announcement about the night. The second point is teacher must make sure classroom look attractive and neat. For example, teacher need to make sure display the book and material that are used in courses and student project from this year or previous year. Okay, the third point is teacher must greet people at the door. Teacher also must introduce themselves and find who they are. Teacher must find who the student parents that attending the meeting. Do not assume that both parents have the same last name. Fourth point is teacher must make sure presentation is well organized. For example, create PowerPoint presentation that incorporates photo of student involved in class activity because parents wants to hear about teacher goal, plan and philosophy as well as curriculum and policy about homework and absence of their children. And make sure teacher must ask permission from student parents to put their name and photo in the classroom activity. Okay, next, teacher must provide a handout with a statement of goal, class schedule, homework policy for parents to take to home, or can also email to the parents that not be able to attend the school night. Okay, proceed to the next point, which is teacher must listen carefully to parents' question and teacher can provide an opportunity for parents to talk about their goal and expectation for their children in the future. Okay, we move to next point, which is provide a sign up sheet for parents who are able to participate in classroom activity. For example, parent as a guest speaker. Okay, last but not least, relax and have fun meeting student parents. Parents and teacher must relax and have fun during the meeting because they can discuss calmly about the hope, dream, plan and also the future of the children, and there will be a enjoyable discussion, so don't get stressful and be happy during the meeting. Okay, next we proceed to the parents-teacher conference. Okay, parents-teacher conference. School generally schedule 1 or 2 formal parents-teacher conference during the school year. Interestingly, these meetings are often a source of frustrating to both teacher and parents. Teachers sometimes unhappy with this formal conference and agree with parents that the brief time allocated often preclude meaningful exchange. Before conference, it's important to prepare carefully. For example, teacher must put together a pack that include a sample of student work, grade and record of attendance of the student. So the teacher are trying to put parents at ease by extended pricing student in front of their parents, because conference can be tense if meeting with family members of the student for the first time. Okay, the problem and the weakness, which is can be a bruise. Problem and weakness, for example, as a character's flaw, like she lazy, but as a problem that need to be solved. Such as she having difficulty getting her assignment in on time. So what can we do about this? Regarding Doni, teacher must always make sure that allow time for parents to ask questions and to express their concern and parent suggestion. A conference should be two-way conversation, not a monologue. We proceed to importance of encouraging families whose first language is not English. Okay, the first one is to help understand children educational and cultural background. For example, teacher might ask about past educational experience, whether their son or daughter is experiencing any cultural conflict, and also can ask what their educational goals for their children, whether English is used at home or whether there are any special needs that needed to concern to. The second point is be sensitive to cultural differences in communication style, because culture shape the nature of verbal interaction, providing norm for who can initiate conversation, whether it's alright to interrupt. Regarding swap, for example, if these norms are not shared, parents could be uncomfortable or unsatisfied enough. For the third point is to recognize the different culture hold different view about appropriate classroom behavior. For example, European American teacher might encourage students to participate actively in classroom discussion, to voice their opinion and to ask questions. In contrast, some Latino and Asian American parents might expect their children to keep quiet and do not interrupt in classroom when teachers are teaching in front of class. So, the last point is not closing door to further communication. If a conference is not going well, teacher might suggest any meeting, for example with Department of Supervisor or Guidance Chancellor, to mediate the discussion. Some schools have started use three-way conference, including teacher, parents, guardian, and student. Three-way conference has distinct advantage over traditional parents-teacher conference. For example, compare traditional parents-teacher conference with conference that include student as participant. Usually, family chosen to participate in the project had children with mild learning or learning behavior problem. Then we had found two findings with respect to traditional conference. The first one is both teacher and parents agree that conference are important opportunity for an exchange of information. The second one is both group approach conference with trepidation. In contrast, both parent and teacher felt the family school Conference model is increase trust and communication and provide effective opportunity to learn about one another and the children. Okay, next, family involvement in school. Okay, at the high level school, most family involvement in school consists of attendance at school performance, athletic events, other program or take place behind the scene. For example, parents engage in fundraising activities, interview prospective teacher and administrator, prepare breakfast on Teacher Appreciation Day, participate on committees developing discipline and attendant policy and social event, which can provide considerable support and enrich the curriculum. Okay, then the way to involve parent in the school. The first one is teacher must make sure clear about whether they will need to repeat the presentation in multiple class. For example, an engineer, which is one of the student parents, was surprised to learn that she will need to repeat her presentation in all 3 physical classes. The second one is helping teacher get resource for classroom. For example, one of the student parents work in laboratory and can arrange to donate equipment to science classroom. Or one of parents student who work in a bookstore can arrange to have slightly damaged book donate to literature classroom. Okay, I proceed to the parents of students with special needs. Okay, according to IDEA, okay, before that, what is IDEA? Okay, let me tell you. IDEA is Individual with Disability Education Act. According to IDEA, parents of children with disability have a legal mandate to participate in planning their children's individualized education program, IEP. So, the way to help educate about a student with special need, the first one is invite the student family to create a portfolio of information about their children, because this portfolio would contain information about the student out of school behavior, interest, hope, dream, and how family members support her or him at the home. The second one is keep in close contact with parents throughout the year, because sometimes parents want a weekly report and teacher is happy to complete it. Okay, my last point is family involvement in learning activity at home. According Epstein, 4 types of involvement refer to where family can assist their children learning at home. At secondary level, this type of involvement often create considerable anxiety for parents, but they can still help their children by monitoring their children's schoolwork, providing support and encouragement, and also setting the limit. Okay, next, the review research conclude parent involvement in homework can help reinforce teacher belief. This is because the various type of parent involvement, setting rules about when and where homework should be done, can have more beneficial effect on student achievement in the classroom. Okay, for the second one is homework helpers educational level unrelated to effective homework assistance. A survey found family members were especially helpful in arranging the environment, for example, finding a quiet area, creating space for child to work, turning off television, and assisting children in controlling their emotion, for example, calming a frustrated children, providing encouragement when child is upset or mad. Last but not least, to recognize the view of the parental role, which can conflict with some families' belief about the importance of independence and self-efficiency. For example, a mother is concerned for her child well-being but sees independence as critical if her daughter is to survive and succeed. A conclusion. This chapter describes the different way that teacher can reach out to the family. For example, very considerable in terms of how common they are and how much time and energy they are demand to. Besides, family involvement can be key to student success, and the extending specific invitation to participate has been shown to have powerful impact on family involvement at home and at the school. Okay, this is our reference, and I think that's all for me and our team members. I hope you will enjoy and understand the content that delivered and stated in this seminar presentation. Okay, once again, thank you.